MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight we get the week started with the first of four between the Pittsburgh Pirates and their Pennsylvania rivals to the east, the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Phillies baseball here on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
Yeah, and as we come down the stretch here, we get a couple of guys looking to finish things out strong in the month of September. Now, fatigue is obviously something that's always going to be a factor this deep into the season. So we'll see how much each of these guys has left in the tank.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, as manager Clint Hurdle has his squad lined up like this. They'll match up against the guy they call the Freak, two-time National League Cy Young Award winner, the right-hander Tim Lincecum. Starling Marte will stand in now, hoping to get on base. As you can see, he currently sits sixth in the senior circuit in stolen bases. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. And another swing and miss here as he jumps ahead of him early tonight. It's 0-2 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that two-seamer running in.
This is lined into left field, a base hit, so he kicks off the festivities with a ringing single. So the leadoff man is aboard to start the series, and with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jose Tabata will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Pitch inside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
A runner at second, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, in that situation, you'd love to be able to get that guy up to third base with just one out. But this is a swing and miss type of pitcher on the mound, so you knew he'd be going for the strikeout, and he winds up getting it.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. Good lead off at second there, now the pitch. And this is on the ground, foul, wide of Howard over at first base. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And this is in the dirt, but Ruiz able to block it nicely. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A break?
A big break. I don't think there's any question that should have been strike 3.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Swing and a line drive to left, and he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Not an easy play out there. You hear that phrase, make sure your first step is back. But he might have got fooled there just a little bit because this is a big swing, but just a little looper. He manages to charge straight in and make the play.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Starting lineup for the Phillies is there on your screen. Brandon Compton will have the challenge of stopping these guys. This is a guy that's got a workhorse mentality out there, not afraid to throw a lot of pitches, but if he gets careless with his location, he can be hittable. And now to the bottom of the first inning as the leadoff hitter is set to start things out.
Center fielder, number 19.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Look at Walker. And the throw gets him at first base as he threw that one from his fanny, but he gets him anyway for the first out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Jimmy Rollins will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Now he spins on a fastball here and drives one to deep right field. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. So a solo shot off the bat of Jimmy Rollins. And that is 27 for him on the year. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Dominic Brown steps in now.
Batting third, left fielder, Dominic Brown.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Here it comes, 2-1. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a 1-out base hit.
That's what you do against a sinker baller. If that ball's fading away, go right back up the middle with it. He just bounces this one right into center field.
Ryan Howard will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Come on, Ryan.
Grounded fouled off to the right side. Check on Brown, and now the pitch. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
The 2-1 now to Howard. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. There to pull it in is Alvarez, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, one thing you can say, he's showing a lot of composure coming right at these guys. And for a young pitcher, that can be uncommon. But, you know, he puts this pitch in a good spot, gets his guy to pop it up.
Marlon Byrd will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play. Oh, he waits back on the change there, and this is hit high and fairly deep out to left. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Neil Walker will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. First pitch now from Lincecum. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. And Lincecum can't find the target on that one as he runs the count full now at 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Andrew Lambeau will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And Lincecum will start him with a good changeup for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Rollins over to Howard, and indeed they get them both.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Russell Martin will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot for Russell Martin. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Bucks have drawn even now at 1 apiece. Jordy Mercer will stand in here looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball up in the zone, but it's strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 for the Buccos on the Russell Martin home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, all tied at 1-1. Rafael Furcal will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Rafael Furcal.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
One 0 on the way. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Cody Ashe will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Look out, 2-0 now.
2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. Under it now is Marte to pull it in for out number 2. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And it'll be up to the left-handed hitting Tim Lincecum to extend the inning. Line hard to center field. And Lincecum will reach a base hit.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Number 19 will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch on the way. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Brandon Compton will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. Here's Lincecum back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff hitter, 0-1. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
And you start to get to the point in the year where you say, look, this guy's pitched a lot of innings so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys back off his workload a bit here in this final month.
Starling Marte will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The 1-1 from Lincecum. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Jose Tabata will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Here's a hot shot that'll be caught at first base. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Jimmy Rollins.
And the first offering is lined into right field, and they very quickly have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Dominic Brown will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Get that runner at second base.
First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. There to take it is Mercer for the first out. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. And there he goes towards second, and this one's tapped foul at home plate. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Try it again from first. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And this ball's in front of Tabata for a base hit. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Right fielder.
Marlon Byrd will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Of course, with runners on the corners here, he was probably going to work down in the zone, looking for that ground ball or the possible strikeout. So this location shouldn't come as any surprise to anybody in the house, but that's still some great pitching.
Rafael Furcal will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Hit softly to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Andrew McCutchen will lead things off here for Pittsburgh, and he'll have Pedro Alvarez set to follow on deck. Now here's the first pitch. Here Lincecum back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff hitter, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Swinging a hard liner to center field, but this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Leadoff man retired now for the third baseman, Pedro Alvarez. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And that's a pitch you know you're going to have to brace yourself against when you're facing this guy. He's got one of the best in the business, and he put it to good use there.
Neil Walker will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Oh, he got his fastball that time as this one sent into right center. That's a base hit.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Andrew Lambeau will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. In there, no balls and a strike. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pirates leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Carlos Ruiz will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. Throw across by Alvarez is in time for the first out. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm, just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Cody Ashe will try it again. He flew out his first time. Fouled back. Now a swing and a fly ball here headed out toward McCutchen in center. And that's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 55, Tim Lincecum.
Tim Lincecum will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. Here's a first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, taken by Walker. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Russell Martin will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, Russell Martin.
And Lincecum able to jump ahead with the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Swinging a ground ball to short. And now against his body, a jump throw. Throw bounces up to him at the bag, and he's able to cover up and hang on. Not the most fluid play, but he's out nonetheless.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Jordy Mercer will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around.
Come on, guys, let's go.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 0-2 once more. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Yeah, just couldn't put him away right there. You'll see the sequence. He was able to foul off 2 straight 0-2 pitches, and then finally he finds a pitch that he could do something with, and he's on board.
Brandon Compton will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to take the outs when they're giving them to you. Here he tries to force this one into second base, and you knew right when he threw it that this didn't look very promising, and now they wind up getting nobody out.
Starling Marte will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. There's a hot shot out to left center over the head of the shortstop Rollins, a base hit. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now, 2-1. Jose Tabata will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Good fastball there from Lincecum as he's really popping the glove now. It's strike 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now a ground ball towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
First pitch now from Lincecum. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Third baseman number 24.
Pedro Alvarez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Rollins.
So the first baseman here not holding that runner on with guys on first and second. But if he's up on the grass when this ball's fielded, maybe he has a shot at 2. But not from back where he was playing. It's just too much to ask for.
Neil Walker will stand in, the 8th batter in the inning, as he'll get a shot with 2 on and 2 out. Out in front of a changeup as he rolls over it to second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Pirates lead it. Number 19 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Number 19.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. McCutchen is there, and it takes just 1 pitch to retire the leadoff man in the home half of the 5th. 1 away, and Jimmy Rollins will try it again. He homered back in the 1st inning of this one. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But a foul ball, 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Martin able to look this one in for out number 2.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Dominic Brown will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A swing and a bouncing ball now to the right side that Walker will not be able to flag down. It's a base hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there. He just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Ryan Howard will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, better be careful.
Check on Brown, and now the pitch. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike one. And this is hit well towards the hole. And Howard's going to have himself a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Marlon Byrd will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Let's go, Phillies!
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Go, Phillies!
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. In the air to right center. And Tabata will make the catch, and the side is retired. Phillies leave a couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Andrew Lambo will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
Andrew Lambo.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Lincecum ready, the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. And the 6th inning opens with a fly out, 1 away. Russell Martin will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Get your peanuts!
First pitch to him. And a sharp slider that time by Lincecum. It's strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out. Jordy Mercer will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Hit hard back up the middle. In there, a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Brandon Compton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. On the ground is second. Throw on to the first baseman, Howard, and with that, the side is retired. One left for Pittsburgh as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Rafael Furcal will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth.
Second baseman, Rafael Furcal.
Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and stepping in is the catcher Carlos Ruiz. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Come on.
1-1 pitch is lifted in the air out to right. There to take it is Tabata, and that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 25, Cody Ashley.
Cody Ashley will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Here we go.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
Swinging a ground ball to first. And he'll have himself a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only 1 away.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Reed Brignac is into the on-deck circle now, so that's going to be all for Tim Lincecum.
Number 21, Reed Brignac.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Number 19 will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now a ball lined to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate is high and up the line, and they've cut the lead down to 2.
Now you could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart, though you can't quite close the book on him yet. He's responsible for all 3 runners aboard. Tony Watson will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Jimmy Rollins will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And this is fouled back and out of play. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And with the bases loaded, some guys aren't always in a hurry to get out of the way of those close pitches inside. That could have been a run.
And he got him. So 2 outs now, and with 1 big out still to go, they may be able to get out of this mess with the lead intact.
Boy, a big strikeout there right out of the bullpen. That's not an ideal spot to come in either with the bases loaded, but he gets the first half of the job done. And now, with 2 away, he's got a decent shot at getting his guys out of this.
Darren Ruff will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 21 for him on the season, and it's now 6-4.
To put him, you can't walk him, you can't pitch around him. So he has to come in with something right here. And boy, this guy was just lying in the weeds waiting for this pitch. And this is the big salami right here.
First baseman
Ryan Howard will step in, a base hit in his last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
2 out, nobody on. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Top of the order. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Darren Ruff will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 18, Darren Ruff.
Brad Lincoln is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Brad Lincoln.
Starling Marte will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Jose Tabata will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. The 1-2. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Howard is there, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. Phillies on top, 6-4. Genmar Gomez will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Genmar Gomez.
Marlon Byrd will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Rafael Furcal will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. First pitch coming. First pitch swinging as this will be a chance for Walker at second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in. He flew out his last time up. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. From deep in the hole. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw. And that'll be scored an infield single.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here. Deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Cody Ashe will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. After the break, we'll see the former #1 overall pick Pedro Alvarez start things out. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Buccos 4. And there is Pedro Alvarez. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Pedro Alvarez.
Jake Diekman will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for the Phillies, number 63. Diekman.
Slice down the left side, but foul. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. To the shortstop, Rollins. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Neil Walker will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Lays off 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Andrew Lambeau will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, it's been a good, solid inning so far out of the pen. Let's see if he can wrap this one up.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Score remains steady at 6-4. Jake Diekman will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. John Mayberry is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Down 21.
Line hard, but foul. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Now a hard liner toward short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, you know this ball had base hit written all over it. And for as hard as it was hit, it may have even made it into the alley. But that's a nice job at short to get all the way up there and just pull this thing down for the out.
Number 19 will step in. 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And Tabata has it for route number 2.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Jimmy Rollins will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They're up 6-4.
Your attention, please.
3 outs to go here, and to try to shut the door is the veteran right-hander Mike Adams. Russell Martin will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one.
Russell Martin.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes the 1-2. Hit hard. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there. Now a ball chopped up the line to first. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Well, if you're the first baseman, you can see that runner in front of you, so you got to make sure to get that baseball before it rolls foul. That's a pretty nice play there.
Jordy Mercer will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there as it falls. And if you start thinking about what remains on the Bucks bench, there they are. We'll see if one of them gets a call to pinch hit soon. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. And that ball is gone. A home run. And he has tied it up here in the 9th. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. Starling Marte will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
Jose Tabata will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 9th coming up, and we're all even now at 6-6. Brian Morris will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Darren Ruff will stand in to lead things off here in, can you believe it, a tie ball game again.
Yeah, this thing has had more ups and downs than my 401k. And I've got a feeling we've got some more to come.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
And I think he was already reading tomorrow's headlines with that swing. He wanted to end this game right now.
To right field. Tabata is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
The first baseman, number 6.
Ryan Howard will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Now the shift won't matter here as this is skied out to center field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Marlon Byrd will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And a tough slider there as he grounds it foul. Here's another 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now another 1-2. Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Andrew McCutchen will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Andrew McCutchen.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Pedro Alvarez will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. Antonio Bastardo will be the new pitcher.
Number 59, Antonio Bastardo.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Ruff has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone.
And this is exactly what you want. A quick inning here in the top of the 10th. You want to get right back to hacking so you can shift that pressure into the other dugout.
Gabby Sanchez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a ball hit back up the middle, over to his left. He's up with it. Throw onto the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. This game remains tied at 6. Clint Barmas will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 12, Clint Barmas.
Rafael Furcal will lead it off now in the home half of inning number 10.
Second baseman, Rafael Furcal.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo home run here for Rafael Furcal. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
And this is exactly what you're looking for in extra innings. Actually, it's what you're praying for, really. One big swing sends the folks who stayed here home happy as he wins it with the walk-off homer.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 7-6. Good night from Philly.